A friend asked me to tell a story about a time when I had helped someone. Well, helping people is not an out of the ordinary experience for me. I don't look for grandiose ways to show off about it. It just happens. If I'm open and aware, like I try to always be, opportunities present daily. I grew up poor, so I know what it feels like to be on the receiving end. I keep a casual attitude when giving, no matter who it is. I want the receiver to feel like they are equal to me, no matter what they are going through. I'm Vickie McEntire, 2018 Georgia Author of the Year, and I love telling stories. This story is called New Shoes. It was late summer, just before the start of school. This is his first year, and I have promised to buy him a new outfit and a new pair of shoes. We're standing in the Nike store at the outlet mall. This child is not related to me or our family, but he is family. He calls my sister his grandmother and me his aunt. I held him the day he was born and have supported him since with basic needs and gifts and love. He has looked at everything in the store twice and has decided on a shirt and jogging pants. Then he sees the matching jacket and says he can't decide if he wants the shirt or the jacket. I tell him he can have all three pieces. He looks at me in amazement. And I can still get the shoes? He asks. I nod, and we both look down at his feet, barely covered by a worn pair of what I would call play shoes. That's what you've been wearing? I ask him. You don't have a good pair at home? No, he says. No further explanation. He turns on a dime and heads toward the shoes. He's so funny to watch, looking intently at the shoes, then the box. He's comparing the prices. Don't worry about the price, I tell him. I reach for the clothes. Let me hold these while you look. Without stopping to acknowledge me, he hands off the bundle and begins picking up one shoe at a time, inspecting the soles. I'm grinning because I'm being entertained. What? He noticed me and smiles back. You know what I'm doing? He backs up about 3 feet and takes a running start and shows me how his current shoes slide. You see that? I look confused, so he continues to explain. Well, you don't want your shoes to do that. He's back to being serious. You want a good grip. So he puts both shoes on, walks around in them, does his running slide thing, and gives his final approval. He sits down to take them off, and I say, You want to wear them out of the store? I can do that? He asked. Of course, I assured him. And you can let the old pair be your play shoes now. I'm feeling pretty confident, like I solved a problem he didn't know he had. Then he laughs at me and says, Oh, those can't be my play shoes. I'll have to give them back to Jacob. They belong to him. The kid could have gut punched me and had the same effect. Oh, was all I could say. I admired his acceptance of and honesty about his current situation. Funny how a story about me helping someone offered a learning curve. We checked out, and he happily carried the big shopping bag to the car, which also contained some socks we saw at the checkout counter and a second pair of non-sliding shoes. This is Telling Stories by Vickie McEntire. Tell your stories because they matter.